What's up guys, Jonny May here from Piano with Jonny, and get ready to learn a super fun boogie version of Go Tell It on the Mountain. Check out what it's gonna sound like. Now in this lesson, I'm going to teach you a few ways of playing it. I'm going to teach you a beginner way and then a more intermediate advanced way. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, we're here in the lesson setup. By the way, this is the setup that we have in all of our courses at pianowithjonny.com. You got the overhead of the keyboard, this nice beautiful digital light up keyboard, the lesson sheet music on the top left of the screen. What I want to do guys is I want to dive in and talk about what we're doing in the left hand, what we're doing in the right hand. And as I mentioned, we're going to start off with the beginner version. So this is going to be very easy. If you're a beginner pianist, this is going to be for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add things to the beginner version and kind of make it more intermediate advanced. Okay? Let's get started with the left hand, and we're going to learn the shuffle pattern. This is a blues shuffle pattern that you can speed up and it actually sounds like boogie woogie. Okay? Check it out. Okay? This is a very easy shuffle pattern. For you intermediate advanced piano players, I'm going to show it to you a little cooler way. Like that, okay? But for you beginner pianists, what we're going to do, guys, is we're starting on a C major chord, and we're going to use the root and the fifth of the chord. So we've got the C on the bottom, we've got the G on the top, and I'm using my pinky and my index finger, okay? That's the first one. So we're going to strike that, then we're going to go up to a C and an A, which is going to be there, okay? Guys, you see that C and the A, and then C and the G. Okay? And we're basically going back and forth between both of these positions. Okay? And this is a very basic shuffle pattern. There's lots of different ways of playing shuffle patterns. In fact, we have a whole course at pianowithjonny.com called Rockin' Blues Basslines, where I teach you like 16 different ways that you can play shuffle patterns, blues patterns, but this is a very easy way that you can do it. Okay? So this is how you do it on a C chord. If it's a C chord, you use C and G, and you move back and forth. We're going to eventually get to a G chord over here in the lesson sheet music, okay? And that's going to be G and D. So this is the other position that you really want to know, is you got the G on the bottom, you got the D above it, and then you're just rocking back and forth between these two positions, okay? Now the beautiful thing about this arrangement, there's only two chords. There's a C major chord and there's a G major chord, okay? So all you need to know if you want to practice the left hand for this is, practice each of these positions going up to the notes, and then practice jumping to your G chord. Okay? You guys see this? So these are the two positions you're going to be practicing. I would just go back and forth like this, getting comfortable. Now a lot of piano players, just as a note here, you always want to be aware of fingering, is you don't want to use the thumb on both sets of notes like that. I always recommend that you put the two finger on the first one, and then your thumb, your one finger, on the second one. Okay? So let's go ahead and practice this. We're going to have 4 measures of the C chord. This is a lead sheet here style where we have the chord on top, but we're going to do 4 measures of C chord. Okay? Here we go, guys. Let's play along with me. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one measure. Here's measure 2. Here's measure 3. And measure 4. Okay, you guys getting this? Now we're going to hop up to that G chord. Do this with me. Starting position, use the 2 on the G, on the D. Here it is. 1, 2. Now we're going to go back to a C chord on the next measure. That's going to be here. Okay? C chord, and then guys we have another G chord. We're going to go back up to that G position. Okay, that's the majority of the tune there. We're going to repeat this, so we're going to go back to the beginning. Let's play the first 3 measures. Measure 2, measure 3, and measure 4. Okay, now we're going to go to a G chord. This is actually a C over G, but in the bass, that means you put a G in the bass. So we're going to go to our G shuffle for 2 measures, another measure, and then we're going to end with a little walk up. Okay, left hand, what the left hand's doing here is we're going C, E, F, F sharp, G, D flat, C. Okay, this is a walk-up. This is very typical at the end of a blues tune. I use this a lot in my blues arrangements. If you want to learn some of these outros for blues arrangements, we talk about this in our other lessons at pianowithjohnny.com. You can learn a ton about the blues in our blues roadmap. Okay, so we've got C, E. I'd use the thumb on F, then I'd go 2-finger on F sharp, thumb on G, and then D flat, C. Okay, that's the left hand, guys, and that's what you want to practice. Let's talk about the right hand. Right hand's really fun. We've got these gospel chords. Okay, these are 3-note gospel chords. I talk a lot about gospel chords in my arrangements and in the lessons at pianowithjohnny.com, but if you want a gospel chord sound, the best sound that I always prefer is a second inversion chord, okay? This is just the way you orient the notes of the chord, but these second inversion chords sound really cool. Kind of has the gospel sound to it, okay? So the first chord is a C major chord, G, C, and E. We're going to be playing this just like this. By the way, if you like gospel music, we have 8 different courses at pianowithjohnny.com on gospel, different grooves that you can play in gospel music. You can check those all out. They're very easy, very kind of intermediate, beginner intermediate grooves that are super fun to play. Okay, first chord, C major, G, C, and E. Okay, strike that, and then on the mountain. Okay, let's talk about these chords here. C major chord on the first one, B flat major chord on the second one. Okay, we're using a mode in this. Okay, this is called Mixolydian. Okay, it's also another thing that we do in jazz music, gospel music, funk music, but we got a B flat in there. Okay, C major, B flat major chord, F, B flat, D. Then we're gonna go to a first inversion C major here, E, G, C. Okay, and then one of my favorite chords is tritone, E flat, A. Tritones are very powerful in music. One of the coolest things you can do, but E flat and A, we're going to strike that, and then we're going to get to that C dominant 7 chord, B flat, E, and G. Okay, now we're not going to do any slides yet. I'll show you the slides later, but I just want you to get these chords. Okay, and then we're going to go 10, mountain, right? Tell it on the mountain. Okay, let's keep going here, guys. Over the hills. Okay, this is a G7 chord, F, B, and D. Hit this 3 times, and then we're going to go to a G9 sus4, and then back up to a G7, F, B, D, and then we got that C major, C7, and then we got this beautiful G augmented chord, B, E flat, and A. You guys, if you want to learn more about these chords, we've got a ton of courses at pianowithjohnny.com where I explain these chords throughout our arrangements. We actually have over 300 lessons for all playing levels where we really dive into the theory here. So if you're confused about these chords and you really want to understand what I'm doing, check out our other courses, guys. We have a whole learning platform, a huge catalog of courses, and of course our roadmaps where we kind of guide you through the process there, okay? All right, guys, so a G7, B, E flat, A, and then we're going to come down, okay? That has the G on the top, okay? So what we're doing here is we're sort of harmonizing our melody. We're trying to use a lot of these second inversion chords. As you'll notice, we see this relationship, the second inversion chord relationship with the 4th on the bottom and the 3rd on the top. We talk a lot about arranging in these lessons, and it's important for you to understand not only the notes to play, but how we construct an arrangement like this. Okay, guys, that's the majority of the song. We repeat, we go back to the beginning. Go, tell it on the mount. This is going to be the same, okay? Tell it on the mount. And then 10, we're going to go back to our C major chord, E, G, and C, okay? That Jesus Christ is born. Okay, let's talk about what I'm doing here. So go tell on the mountain that we're going to use this beautiful F minor chord over a C. This is one of the coolest things. It's kind of a pedal point, staying on a C on the bottom, F minor on the top, A flat, C, and F. And then Jesus Christ is, Jesus is a G, C, and E. That would be funny if it was a G sus chord on the word Jesus, but it kind of is a G sus chord actually if you look at the chord. That's a G sus. I never really realized that until this moment. That's pretty funny. Okay, Jesus is a G sus. G, C, and E, that's going to be twice. And then Christ is, that's a G7 we've got an F, B, and D, okay? Strike the chord, C, back up to the chord, okay? And then born is that walk up, born. Yeah, sounding good, sounding bluesy, okay? For the right hand, we're gonna start single note C. We're gonna go C7, E, B flat, C. This is a C7 chord, F major, F, A, C. This is a standard ending to a blues tune, okay? Just in case you wanna know, you wanna use this on other tunes, it's super cool. We're gonna go to this super cool E augmented chord over F sharp or G flat in the left hand, E, A flat, and C in the right hand. Okay, and then a G7, and then we're gonna end there. Okay, this is a G7 chord. We're only playing one note from the chord, but that's fine. And then D flat 7 chord. This is a D flat with a B and an E flat in the top. And then we're gonna go to a C7 at the very end. This is C at the bottom, B flat, and E at the top. Okay? That's all the notes, guys. That's all the notes in the right hand, super important. Now, if you guys read sheet music, we got a lot of piano players who read sheet music. We have the lesson sheet available here. You can download this and print it as a member at pianowithjohnny.com. In fact, you can do this for almost all of our lessons. We also have smart sheet music, which allows you to change the key of this arrangement. So if you're playing with a singer, and you want to do it in a different key, you click one button, it puts it in that new key. It's a very powerful software. You can slow the music down, you can loop sections when you're practicing. It is very cool. We offer this to all of our members at pianowithjohnny.com. So check out the membership. In fact, we're doing some specials coming up here for Christmas. We do a huge Christmas special. So if you've ever considered being a member at Piano with Johnny, this is the best time to sign up. We'll be announcing that very soon. But guys, this is the right hand for this arrangement. Super easy, super cool, okay? So let's put the hands together, then we're gonna kick it up a level. I'll show our intermediate advanced piano players a few cool things that you can do. Okay, here's the beginning, guys. We're gonna start on the first chord. Go, 2, 3, 4. And then these are all together. And then ma. 10, 2, 3. You guys following along? Okay, over, here we go. Over is together, the is together, and then hills and, you guys got it? And then every is together, and then where is together, like that. You guys got this? Super easy, not a hard arrangement at all. Okay, back to the top, go, 2, 3, 4, all together, tell it on the, okay, and then mount. That's together, 3, 4, and then 10, this is the second ending, 10, okay, that's together, 10, that is together, and the ending, Jesus is together, Christ is, okay, there's a single note there, Christ is, okay, and now the ending, born, that's together, that's together, that's together, the G's, and then D flat 7 to a C7. Okay. Now, guys, at pianowithjohnny.com, if you do check this out on our membership, you can slow this down. Our videos, all the videos, you can slow down. So if this is too fast for you, just keep that in mind. We have a little tool at the bottom. You can go down to like 50% and go as slow as you want. All right, guys, let's kick this up a level. I taught you the beginner, intermediate arrangement. What if you want to take this up and you want to do some cool stuff like this? That is super fun, that is super cool. I'm going to walk you through a few of the things that I do. And again, guys, we're just kind of covering the surface here. If you want to go deep, we've got a lot of lessons at pianowithjohnny.com. Our rock and blues bass lines course, where I really dive into these left-hand patterns. If you really want to understand it, go through our courses at pianowithjohnny.com. That's a 2-hour course where I really dive into the details. And it's really important to me that my students understand what they're doing. But guys, let's start with the left hand. What am I doing? What's this cool boogie woogie left hand? It's one of my favorite patterns, guys. It goes like this, okay? You guys see it? Okay, we're taking our C chord, C and G, C and A, single note G, C, B flat, and C and A. You guys got that? 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's it, okay? And it's super cool. Okay? Awesome left hand. We do the same thing on the G chord, okay? Down here, G and D, G and E, single note D, G and F, G and E, single note D, okay? Same thing. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, okay? That's my basic left hand. There's a few things you can add to it, but you know, that's gonna be complicated enough if you're on the intermediate advanced side, but just give it a shot. It swings, it is so much fun to play. Right hand, guys, what am I doing the right hand? Okay, you can slide that first one, that's really fun to do. Instead of hitting the C, I go G flat and E flat, and then I slide up the outer notes, okay? We talk a lot about this in our blues lessons, sliding up to notes, okay? So that's the first one. Okay? You guys see the slide there? E, G flat C, sliding up to G, okay? That's on the word tell. Go, tell it on. That's together, okay? The, and then mount, I slide the E, like that, okay? B flat, E flat, G, slide up to E. And I slide the G there, okay? So what I'm really doing is I'm just trying to add a lot of slides, make it sound very bluesy, okay? You can do this throughout the arrangement. I do the same thing there. I'm sliding the third of the chord. We talk about this in our lessons at pianowithjohnny.com. Which notes do you slide when you're playing the blues? You don't slide every note, but it's very common to slide the third, okay? So, okay, you can do that there. Over the hills. Same thing there, got the outer note slide. Okay, and you can do some fun stuff like that. All right, once you got all the pieces, put it together and take a little solo. This is what your solo might sound like. All right, guys, this concludes this week's quick tip. Did you guys enjoy this lesson? If you did, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And as I mentioned during the lesson, we're doing a huge Christmas special in just a few weeks. This is our biggest special that we offer all throughout the year, and this will give you access to our membership, which gives you full access to our entire course catalog at pianowithjohnny.com. Currently over 300 lessons in jazz, blues, boogie woogie, improv, theory, technique, a ton of styles. We have lessons for all playing levels. And with the Piano with Johnny membership, you get access to our live monthly events. We do a live Q&A every month. We do a live workshop lesson every month. We do weekly challenges for our members. We have a huge member piano player student community that is here encouraging, motivating each other every single day, and we just have an absolute blast. Also, be sure to check out our other Christmas courses at pianowithjohnny.com. We currently have over 10 courses where we teach you, for example, Silent Night in a bossa nova style, in a blues rumba style. I teach you the Christmas song in a samba style. I teach you Jingle Bells in a ragtime style. We talk about jazz and blues and pop and funk. We talk about all the styles that are super fun to play. So you can check that out in the membership. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's quick tip. I'll be throwing another quick tip your way next week. And thanks for watching.